Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hood Table one more again.
You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the Hood Table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the Hood Table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the Hood Table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Again, welcome to the Hood Table. Thanks for tuning in to my review of Sistas Season 2, Episode 8. We are going to discuss the show that was titled Moving On. Make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table for me. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Now, you guys, I'm going to try to go through this review fairly quickly, because I don't know if you can tell, but I didn't come down with a little cold. I'm a little nasally, so I don't want to be all blowing and sneezing all over the place. So if you're watching a replay of this and it looks like it's been edited or something like that, cut and chopped, it's probably because I was sneezing throughout and had to chop those parts out. But anyway, let's get started. And again, make sure you like and share the video and subscribe to the Hood Table. Thank you. But as far as this was episode 8. And last week we had saw how Danny had brought home a man from the club by the name of James, the bartender. And she still was, not speaking to Preston and, feeling kind of down and out about him not calling her back, returning her calls. So we started off this episode with Preston arriving at Danny's home to apologize for overreacting. Although I really felt like Danny should have been the one apologizing for her behavior. But instead, Danny, she was moping around for weeks, because she hasn't heard from him. So she was really, really certainly surprised to see him looking all good, just walk up in her house after she done got some good wood from James. But not as surprised as Preston was to see James coming out of that bathroom booty bucket naked. Child, then Zach walked in. And he didn't make the situation any better. Zach was like, "What you mean you want every man to leave you alone? But I just saw every man leave here though." He is so funny. He is so funny. I love me some Zach. He's corny, but he's funny. But then, it didn't help either when Zach saw him with that blinged out rhinestone vest. I didn't even realize it was a vest. I don't know why I thought it was a shirt, a blouse. See, I wasn't really paying attention. I just saw the rhinestones, the bedazzles. He walking up in there looking like a whole stripper. Zach was like, "What's up with the vest?" But then I was just wondering, like, why doesn't James bring a change of clothes to work? He arrives and he leaves from work dressed the same way the gay boys at the club is dressing. That's why before I was like, is he really gay? Is he really straight? You would think that he would probably bring a change of clothes so he's not walking home, wearing jewels and dazzle, vest and everything. But anyhow, maybe he think it's cute. But Danny, she was on a whole tour trying to explain to everyone, Zach now included, on why she and Mr. Rodeo aren't on speaking terms. But why did it take somebody like Zach to let her know that instead of flipping out on the white boy for doing something that offends her, why don't she just teach the white boy her likes and her dislikes? I mean, that would be better than bringing home a stranger, in a midriff bedazzle halter blouse or t-shirt or vest or whatever the hell he had on. I was like, look at Zach. Zach done got a new girl. He done got a new place to lay his head. He got a new look on his future and also giving out great advice. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? But yeah, Zach, he got a point there. Just tell the man what he wants. He was like, you want to date a white boy, but then when the white boy starts acting like a white boy, then you want to get mad. So you gotta sometimes teach people what you like and what you don't like. So good advice, Zach. But moving on to Fatima and Zach. You know, speaking of his new girl, when is he moving out of Danny's home? Like Zach, he's now kicking it with Fatima. He's also her roommate, also driving around in her car. Now, even Karen, even Karen was not that supportive of Zach. So is Fatima doing all this just because she thinks he needs just a little support? Or is she doing all this because she's like some of those desperate women who will give a man the world just to have him underneath her in her bedroom, staying with her? You know, some ladies, they just can't be without a man. So they cook for them, they work for them, they let them drive their car, they give them the key to their place, they do all this, that, and the third just to have a man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. But instead, basically Danny, she didn't even think that for some reason, Danny doesn't think that he's over caring quite yet. And I still feels like he's not over caring, but you know, men women will sit and will mope around, you know, for a while, for a long time. Sometimes men, they like, okay, she ain't calling me back, moving right along, moving. That's how some men are. So instead, you know, she was thinking like he done hit a lick. He's driving around with a whole vehicle. He's cheating on Karen. He shouldn't even be messing with nobody else. She was half right. She was half right. I still believe that he still is in love with Karen. I mean, I really do. As a matter of fact, I think he told that to Fatima. But now he's driving around in a vehicle, so she was half right about that. He didn't hit a lick, but he does know who the owner of that truck is. She really thought he had stole that truck. But anyway, let's discuss Sabrina, Maurice, and Jacoby. Ooh, Jacoby. Jacoby's kind of cute. What y'all think? Do y'all think he's cute? Do y'all think he's handsome? Can he get it, ladies? Um, both Sabrina and Maurice are back working together at the bank again. Sabrina, you know, she's been doing a great job training the new guy, Jacoby. And you know, when I first saw him, I was like, yeah, he's handsome, he's cute, you know, and he still is, even with that nose. Did y'all see that nose? I was like, look at that Pinocchio nose. That thing got a whole hook on it and everything. But he's still cute. But why? Why, y'all? Answer me this. Why is Maurice so threatened by Jacoby as if they are overstaffed and he is at risk for like losing his job or something? Like Maurice, when he was laid up in the hospital, laid up at home on disability, they needed somebody else to work at the bank. And so Sabrina, you know, after they hired Jacoby, she was assigned to train him. And he is a quick learner. He is really impressing Sabrina, you know, being a quick learner, but not impressing Maurice. Maurice cannot stand that Jacoby. And I'm like, why? It's like, how many of them there? How many bankers have y'all seen there so far? Two. And I think their boss who decided not to suspend Sabrina because they needed the help and needed somebody to train Jacoby. So it's like two bankers that I've ever seen working the front counter. So if anything, I would have thought that Maurice might be, you know, excited, be happy, be, you know, with the extra help. Appreciate the extra help up in there because it's just two of y'all. But anyway, as far as Andy and Gary, let's discuss these two. Lord Jesus. Gary done found out that Andy went out with somebody, you know, at Maurice's party. She was with another man. He got his lawyer, you know, following her around and everything. Andy not only got her job back though, but she also got everything, almost everything in her offer that she wanted, you know, from her superiors. And on top of that, she even got Bellamy's old office. She got her boss's office, y'all. So everything seems to be, you know, working out really great for her, at least on the work front. Maybe not on the home front, but at least on the work front. Her superiors are even going to make sure that she gets her home back. She gets access back to her bank accounts, the whole nine, her car and everything. But what about the money that Gary gave her? Like Gary demanded that she return the money to him. She said, "Hell no." He even told his attorney to force Andy to get the money back to him. But will she? Will she get the money back? Now, understand. She's upset over everything that Gary has put her through. The wife, him at first not telling her he had a wife, then he lied saying they getting a divorce, then oh my God, all this scandal and everything, and fraud and corruption and everything that had her put out of her house, stranded in Timbuktu, with no ride, no phone, no coins. So I understand she's mad, but should she keep his money? Me personally, I don't think she should keep that money. I think she needs to stay far. Listen to Hayden. Stay far away from that man. Give him back his money. Do not continue to ruffle his feathers, because I would hate to see him put his hands on Andy. Because as far as we know, from what his wife said, she could be telling the truth. Now, at first, I'm like, is he really abusive? Is he really controlling? I can see the controlling behavior, but abusive? We haven't really seen him really hurt Andy yet. So I would hate to see him hurt Andy because she just wants to keep that money. Now, as far as Karen and her client, the first lady Rachel, what's up with this storyline? Like, this is a new storyline, and I was trying to figure out how is Rachel and the church going to fit into the show? Karen didn't even realize that she was in the company of a first lady. She was just, doing her hair and had her sit down, and she was, tossing her hair around and talking to her and just cursing like a sailor. Then when she saw the first lady's ring, she was like, "Oh my goodness, your man must be putting it on you something good. He must be putting it on you really good because you got that big old ring on your finger." And then when she found out that she was a church lady, not a church lady, a whole first lady, she was so embarrassed. She was so embarrassed and upset with her secretary because I guess she felt like her secretary should have warned her that, she was a first lady. But anywho, Tyler Perry, he really was trying to make sure, to try to make us believe that not all pastors of mega churches are in it for the money. And I'm sure they're not. I know you're sure they're not. But the first lady said they don't even take money from the church, period. Y'all, my side eye was like, really? She said the way they checking their savings account is set up, the way their hedge fund account is set up, they don't need no money from the offering plate. Now, she said all the money stays in the church. Again, I was giving that side eye like, okay, okay. But realistically, there are a lot of pastors, who work a regular job, a normal job, a 9 to 5. There's some blue collars, there's some white collar, pastors out there who have jobs, but still, still yet, they get some type of salary from preaching. But in this case, I was like, okay, y'all don't get no money from the church. I don't. Okay. I'm like, all right, do it for the Lord, y'all. Do it for the Lord. But y'all, as far as like next episode, which I'm gonna have to review later because again, I'm just getting around to this one, and I'm a little down, a little got a little cold, little, stuffy nose, running. How that commercial goes? Stuffy nose, runny nose. I don't have no fever, no chills, so I'm knocking on wood that I don't have the the CB19 that everybody seems to be catching, including friends of mine. I got friends that just got out the hospital. I got friends who are now in the hospital. It's bad out there, y'all. We got to be careful. Try our best to be careful. But the holiday was just here. Thanksgiving was just here, and a lot of us was around people outside of our household. A lot of us went Black Friday shopping. I didn't. I stayed home, but I still had company over. So that is nothing but a little cold. But anywho, next episode, we saw Gary walking up on Andy in the parking garage of her job. Will he hurt her? Is he there to attack her over her money? He was yelling and screaming at her about his money and about her being with another man, and he was trying to force her into his vehicle. I was like, Lord, Lord, I hope Andy got a weapon on her, child, a blade, some mace, something. And then we also saw Hayden hitting on Fatima. I'm like, hold up now. Fatima getting all the play. For a while, Fatima didn't even have a man. And now she got Zach. She done hooked up with Zach. She done moved him into her house. They playing house over there and everything. And now Hayden might be interested in her as well. Hmm. And we also saw in the previews for next episode, Mr. Rodeo, Mr. Cowboy, that came back over Danny's house. She come home and he's standing outside her door talking about, may I come in? He is so sexy. He is. I will forget all about everything he just did. I'd be like, okay, while she up there lying to Zach talking about he had her chain with some industrial type of chain. I'd be like, tie me up, cowboy, rope him. What's that commercial? Man, that merch commercial, get a rope. Was that Cookie? I don't remember. It was some kind of bean commercial, I think. I don't know, but they was like, get a rope. But anyway, I should be like, But and then Calvin. Now I was wondering when they would get back to that because Calvin wasn't really in this last episode. But next episode, Calvin is going to ask Maurice one more again. Can he move in with him? Do y'all think that's a good idea? Do y'all think Maurice is gonna say yes? Gonna say no? Maurice is all gay, and he is attracted to Calvin. Always have been. Will this be a situation, a problem for Sabrina? Y'all let me know. And also make sure y'all like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table, follow us on IG, Twitter, Facebook, and don't forget to follow us on our website as well, thehoodtable.com, especially if you're interested in the Hood Table merchandise or want to sign up for our monthly newsletter. And on that note, y'all, I'm about to take me some cold medicine. I'm about to make me some good old hearty chicken noodle soup and lay it down. So y'all stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Bye.